Sai Ram devotees, welcome to Launch Park Sai Center's online Satsang. Many of us are here today because we love ourselves enough to want to achieve our highest potential, to realize that we are God. Baba has given us one such method to help in this realization, and that is the below affirmation. I am God. I am God. I am no different from God. I am the eternal, undifferentiated Absolute. Grief and anxiety cannot affect me. I am always content. Fear cannot enter me. I am Satchitananda. I am pure existence, awareness, and bliss. I am omnipotent. I am all-powerful. Nothing is impossible for me. I am omniscient. I am all-knowing. There is nothing which is not known to me. I am omnipresent. I am present everywhere. I pervade this universe. I am Krishna. I am Buddha. I am Jesus. I am Sai. I am Sai. I am Sai. I am God. I am God. I am God. Before we begin our satsang, let us also set our intention for today's satsang and for life. I intend to realize that I am God, that we are all God. Let us now begin with our opening prayer.
Guru Pyo तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
Please sit up straight, and in the quietness of your mind, hear the sound of your breathing. Breathe in and out, in, out. As you breathe in, let your mind say, so. As you breathe out, let your mind say, hum. So, hum. So, Now, open your eyes and see the light in front of you. This is the light of a candle. Gaze intently at the light. Now, feel the light shining in the center of your forehead. Now half close your eyes and feel the light in the center of your forehead. Now, let that light come down your neck to the center of your chest. Imagine a flower, a lotus, opening petal by petal to receive the light. Now the light is resting on the lotus. The lotus disappears, only the light remains. But it is no more the light of the candle. It is a round ball of formless light. It is a light of divinity within you. Feel this light now expand, and feel the light going down your body, into your legs, up to your feet. Feel warmth as the light surges through your limbs. And make this mental vow, O Lord, my legs, touched by the light of your divinity, will always take me only to places of goodness. Feel the light surging upwards, up into your chest, around your shoulders, and down into your arms and fingers. Feel the warmth as this light surges through you. Make this mental vow, O Lord, my arms, touched by the light of your divinity, will only yearn to do what is good. Now feel the light surging upwards into your neck and into your face, into your head, and the light now shines in your eyes. Make a vow, my eyes must yearn to see only what is good. Feel the light now shining in your ears. My ears must yearn to hear only what is good. Feel the light now shining on your lips. My lips must yearn to only speak what is good. Now, feel this light now shining into your whole body. The light illumines the body. In your mind, repeat the words, the light is in me. Now feel the light expand. Expand, and you are now sitting in a ball of light, in a cone of formless light. Let your mind say, the light is within me, I am in the light. Feel a thrill of this light, and now feel this light expanding and filling this entire room with a divine glow. And let this light now go beyond this room, beyond and beyond, spreading ever further to this whole country, and beyond this country, beyond oceans and beyond nations. Let this light flow ever outwards to encompass the whole world. Now, imagine yourself, not your physical body, but an inner being within you, like a gigantic divine form, sitting on the globe, and the light of your divinity, the light of your love, encompassing the whole world. Stay for a moment, thrilled in that thought. Feel oneness with the whole world. Feel at peace with yourself. And now, look inside you. Can you imagine? Do you see a ball of light within you? In this ball of light, bring in the form of the Ishtadeva, the divine being that you love and worship, be it the Christ, Rama, Krishna, Buddha, or Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. See this form smiling within you. See this divine form raise his hands in blessing. Now, receive the blessing and darshan of the divine within. Stay for a moment, thrilled in this thought that you and he are one.
Today's topic will be treat nature with reverence. Ben Clark, the author of this article, came to Bhagavan Baba in 1999 and has since become his instrument to encourage devotees through workshops at Mid-Atlantic to become more aware of protecting Mother Earth and her environment. Baba has said, man should treat nature with reverence. He has no right to talk of conquering nature or exploiting the forces of nature. He must proceed to visualize God in nature. Unfortunately, we are not treating nature with reverence. Baba has entrusted nature to our care, but instead of our activities are severely impacting the environment and changing the balance of nature. From birth to death, from dawn till night, man pursues fleeting pleasures by the exploitation, the despoiling, and the desecration of nature, ignoring the truth that is the property of God, the Creator, and any injury caused to its sacrilege, which merits dire punishment. The environment continues to be at the forefront of news. By now, we all know that many of our activities are negatively impacting the environment. Baba frequently makes reference to this. He reminds us, today, the world is losing its ecological balance, as man, out of utter selfishness, is robbing Mother Earth of her resources like coal, petroleum, iron, etc. As a result, we find earthquakes, floods, and such other devastating natural calamities. Human life will find fulfillment when ecological balance is maintained. Every time we impact the environment, we are impacting God, Baba, because every aspect of nature is God. All creatures, all plants and trees, the mountains, the oceans, and the 5 elements. Once we understand this, we will understand that we harm the environment, we are harming ourselves. Baba reminds us, I am the indweller of all the insects, all the birds and the animals. I am present in all living beings, and the universe is the body of God. Every particle in it is filled with God, His glory, His might, His inscrutability. So, how are we impacting the environment? Baba has said, man's misadventure have created several problems for the entire mankind. He has polluted the 5 elements, causing havoc on the earth. There is pollution everywhere, in air, water, food, and so on. His misdeeds, coupled with his evil thoughts and feelings, have degraded human life on earth. If man acts in the righteous way, there will be no pollution at all. How are we polluting the elements? Take water for example. Only 1% of the Earth's water supply is drinkable. The rest is salt water or locked in the polar ice caps. Much of this water is polluted from runoff from fertilizer, sewage, and other waste. Human water consumption has increased 6 times since the 1900s, and 2.3 billion people face water shortages. Wetlands are the Earth's water purification system. They also regulate water levels, preventing floods, and providing crucial habitats for many fish species and wildlife. Half of the world's wetlands have been drained for commercial and residential use. One of the most visible consequences of this was the devastating effect from Hurricane Katrina. The houses and the businesses that were demolished were built on lands that were recently wetlands. Of course, we aren't personally responsible for draining the wetlands, but every time we leave the tap running while brushing our teeth, and every time we do a half-full load of laundry or dishes, we are wasting valuable water. We are all familiar with air pollution. The carbon dioxide smoke from factories is already polluting the air in cities and is affecting the ozone layer above the earth. Where does air pollution come from? As Swami says, our factories are the major sources. The ozone layer protects life on Earth from the harmful effects of solar radiation. Without the ozone layer, life on Earth could not exist. How are we impacting the ozone layer? As Baba explains, you have the ozone layer in the atmosphere that protects the people on Earth from the ill effects of solar radiation. Because of the advance of technology, several factories have sprung up causing emissions of harmful gases in the atmosphere, as a result of which the ozone layer has become thinner. And if this goes unchecked, it may have disastrous consequences. How are our actions depleting the ozone layer? Many of the products we use contain a chemical called chlorofluorocarbon, or its cousin, hydrochlorofluorocarbon. These chemicals are found in aerosols, air conditioning systems, refrigerators, and even styrofoam. Carbon dioxide also destroys the ozone layer. The scientists are trying to stop the breakup of ozone layer, but they are unable to find a remedy. The actual cause for the situation is that more carbon dioxide is let into the atmosphere, which normally is absorbed by plants and trees, which can assimilate the gas and supply oxygen by the natural process of photosynthesis. The plants and trees would normally absorb much of the carbon dioxide that we generate from our cars and electricity consumption. However, because there is deforestation to an alarming extent, the extent of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has considerably increased. Therefore, the remedy for this situation is intensive afforation, growing more trees everywhere and protecting the existing ones without destroying them for other purposes. 80% of the world's forests have been destroyed. The primary reason is to produce paper for newspapers, computer paper, copy paper, paper plates, and even paper towels. Understanding how our activities are impacting the environment and how we can decrease the impact can be overwhelming. There are, however, many simple changes that we can make in our everyday activities to reduce it. And if everybody changed just one or two things, cumulatively, we can have a huge impact. However, we must first be mindful of every action. Baba tells us, essentially, there is no conflict between man and creation. Just as a child is entitled to enjoy the milk from its mother, and the bee is entitled to enjoy the honey from the flowers, there can be no objection to man enjoying the resources of nature. But as a result of uncontrolled desires and reckless exploitation of natural resources, nature is exhibiting frightening disorders. Swami has given us clear instructions to how we can protect the environment by practicing sealing on desires program, which teaches us that we should not waste money, food, time, and energy. Man should realize that there should not be an excessive indulgence in any desire, whether it be food or other necessities. Essentially, Swami's Sealing on Desires program can be implemented by the following environmental mantra: refuse, reduce, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Refuse, ask yourself, do I really need it? Can I borrow it? Do I have something that can do the same job? Is there an alternative that won't hurt the environment? Reduce, which is to consume less, don't create waste, try to avoid unnecessary packaging, use cloth shopping bags instead of paper or plastic, use a water filter instead of bottled water, and don't waste food. Reuse, use durable items such as cups, plates, utensils, cloth napkins, or sponges, and eliminate styrofoam entirely. And lastly, recycle. Using paper, metal, plastic, glass, computers, and electronics, just about anything that can be recycled today. And keep in mind that buying recycled products encourages companies to produce more. Finally, every time you purchase something, check to see if there's a similar product with less environmental impact. There is an environmental alternative for just about everything we use. For example, replace your incandescent lights with compact fluorescent lamps, and always look for the Energy Star rating when purchasing bigger appliances. We should all make an effort to treat nature with reverence. By reducing our environmental footprint and always remembering Baba's words, you enjoy the sight of the mighty mountains, the bigger rivers, the vast oceans, and even the dense forests. Who is the creator of all these beautiful manifestations in nature? God is the basis for all of these. Sarah.
May your love we're sharing spread its wings, fly across the earth and bring your joy to every soul that is alive. So much that all come to be known unto all
Sai Ram devotees, we have now come to the end of another beautiful online satsang. I thank you for joining with us as we help each other along our spiritual journeys back to Godhead. Until we meet again, I encourage you all to live in love. Make decisions based on love, and allow your divine light to shine and inspire all those around you. Sai Ram.